Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's talk about sketching the trig graph. Sketching the trig graph. Let's say maybe for argument's sake, maybe we are given f of x is equals to maybe 2 sine x. So we wanna sketch this graph, the graph of 2 sine x. So what we are going to discuss today is how to sketch this graph using a calculator. As you can see on our left hand side there, we have our calculator there ready. So what we are going to do here, we're going to go to the calculator and punch the function, which is 2 sine, and then where there is x, we're going to put the values of x as we see them here on the x-axis. So the first value is 0, so we print 0 there, close, and then we see what is the answer. The answer is 0 there. So it means I can maybe use a blue color to plot. So it means I'm going to make a dot where there is 0 and 0. So making a 0 there, a dot there, I'm plotting. Then the next point that I have is 45. So it means I can navigate back there, and then where there is 0, I put 45. Then let's see. Okay, that is square root of 2, but in decimal that is 1,41. So 45 and 1,41. Maybe if we check here, this will be 1,5, and then 1,41 will be something that is below 1,5. So I can estimate and say 45 and 1,41, it's somewhere here. I make a dot. So if we check again, it's 45 and 1,41. See that? So that's where I see it. And then the next thing is to punch sine 90 on the calculator. I put 90 there. But the answer is 2. So 90 and 2, they meet here. So I make a dot. Then let's go 135. 135, that is the value of x. 135 is here. Then I get 1,41, similar to this one. So 135 and 1,41, they meet somewhere there. And then we go again, sine 180. Back to our calculator. We put 180 there. 180. The answer is 0. So 180 and 0, they meet here. Then you make a dot there. So this is how you plot your graph. So you need to plot your graph using a calculator. So this is what will be expected from you tomorrow. Now let's go 225. It back 225. Let's see what we get. We get negative 1,41. So negative 1, negative 1,5 there. Negative 1,41 and 225 will be something that is before 1,5. 225 and 1,41 there. Make a dot there. And then let's go 270. 270. That is negative 2 there. And then 315. 315. Negative 1,41. That is something that's here. And then 360. Let's check 360. It's 0 there. You make a dot, so 360 and 0, they meet there. Then the next thing you need to do, just with the free hand, you join these points. Join the points with the free hand, please. Join the points with the free hand. Join the points with the free hand. Just be curving towards them. You have drawn this is your graph. can even name it. This is my f of x, or no, this is my f. This is the graph of f. This is my graph of f. Then done. This is the graph of f. Maybe I can, yeah, this is my graph of f. I can even maybe name it there and say, okay, this is how you name the graph. You just put an f there. That's my graph of f. Maybe if we want to do maybe another graph, let's say the cosine graph, just a simple. Let's do a cosine graph. Let's call this one maybe h of x equals to maybe cos x, something like that. How will we deal with such a situation? Remember, where there is x, we're going to substitute the values of x as we see them here on the x-axis. Now, let's see what is going to happen here. We're going to punch, its cos, open bracket. Then we put 0 there. That's the first value that we see, 0, close. Then there's a -1, say -1. So the answer is 0. So maybe using a different color, let's use a red one. So where there is x here, where there is x, we just placed with 0, which is this first value here. So the calculating cos 0 minus 1 is equals to what? 0. So it means you're going to make a dot there. So if you are with me, the struggle here, it's the calculator usage, and the calculator usage, how to punch these things on the calculator. Now let's put 45 where there is x. On the calculator there, we say 45 there. Let's navigate down. If we put 45 there, we get negative 2,9, negative 2,9. Now we need to estimate where we will get negative 2,9. Let's see. I think here it's negative 0,5. So negative 2,9 will be something that it's somewhere here. So we'll have our dot there, something like that. Negative 2,9. Then let's go up. Okay, now let's do 90 there. 90. Answer it's -1, 90 and -1, they meet there. And then let's do 135. The answer is -1,7. -1,7. I think that will be slightly above -1,5. So something there. And then let's continue. 180. Let's see, 180. What do we get? 180. Get -2. So 180, -2 there. Then let's continue. Okay, we go to 225. 225. -1,7. 225 and -1,7 there. And then 225, and then go to 270. 270, what we get there? -1. 270 and -1, they meet here. It's -1, there's 270. We're just plotting. And then, as you can see, these dots, they're already giving you a shape of what you are going to draw. And then let's do 315. 315. What are we getting there? Negative, I think something that is somewhere. -0,29. Something that is somewhere there. And then let's go to 360. We do 360 there. The calculated answer is 0, so we put there. So the following these points, it's our draw. So the red one, it's our H. That's our H. So that's the red one. So simple as that, you just join the points and then you are done sketching the graph. Let's also maybe do the turn graph. Let's also do the turn graph. Let's also maybe do the turn graph. G of x. So we'll call this one G of x equals to tan x. Okay, let's look at this one. How will we sketch this one? Then we go to our calculator, press turn, then we start at the first point, which is 0. 0 there. What is the answer? 0. So we make a dot. Can we use a black color? It's fine. Let's use a black color. 0, and then let's go again. The next point is 45. Let's go 45. Gives you 1, 45 and 1 there. Then let's go 90. 90 is at complex infinity, meaning it's error. When it says syntax error or what it is just written here, you make a dotted line. It's a vertical dotted line passing through 90. If I can maybe use a different color here, I think it can work. Let's choose something like this. Delete. Thank you. Let's use maybe a different color to show this error here. Let me use a red line. So this red line must be a dotted line. It must be a dotted line. Let's see what we have here. Now we have a move, back, move. That's fine. Delete. Let's redo it again. We're going to make this line a dotted line. It's an asymptote line, so we're making it a dotted line. It's an asymptote line. This is the line x is equals to this is the line x equals to what? 90 degrees. It's called an asymptote. Now we proceed to 135 on the calculator. 135, we get -1. So we're going to make a dot at -1 and 135 and -1 there. And then 180, 0, then you make a dot there. And then 225, that is +1. 270. Then it says infinity, gives us the syntax error again. You make a dotted line, passing through straight at 270 to show that you got an error here at 2. To show that you got an error here at 270. So you make a dotted line. This is an asymptote, which is at what? X equals to what? 270. It is called an asymptote. Okay. Now let's go again to 315. That is -1. 315, -1 there. and then 360, that is 0. Now join these dots like this. Take note how you join. See, join them like this. Join the dots like that. Yeah, this is your turn graph, proper, and nothing wrong with it. So those are the 3 graphs that we draw in trigonometry. In trigonometry, especially in grade 10. Thank you.